Hi guys, we just arrived to Bajo, where the route starts, and for what I can see, this is going to be with great views. The route is very easy, it's 8 kilometers long and it is circular. This means you can do it following two different directions. In our case, we wish we had done it in the direction Mogrovejo-Redo-Tanario. This is because, in my opinion, it gives you the chance to see Picos de Europa in front of you a good part of the journey without it being blocked by trees. I also think that it gives you better views. The disadvantage of this choice would be that you will find the three fountains of the course early on, but considering that this route is only 8 kilometers long and quite easy, it does not look you are sacrificing a lot in exchange for the views. Well, at this point you can see far away where we are heading towards. And it is one of the highlights of the path. That is the limestone wall of Picos de Europa. By the way, it seems that the name Picos of Europe, or Picos de Europa in Spanish, is because there were the first sight of ships arriving from the Americas. As you can see here, Picos de Europa is not the only beautiful view of the path. Sometimes I think about having a house like this in the middle of nowhere, where I can get lost for a few days or perhaps even weeks. But then I'm pretty sure that as time passes, I will end up missing civilization. There are portions of this path going through forests. They are very welcome in hot days like this. They provide shadow and cool you down. In addition, the sound they produce has a soothing and relaxing effect, at least for me. The birds singing, a river flowing in the distance, or even the wind moving the tree branches and the leaves. You cannot hear this now, but rest assured I am working on ways to bring the sound to you. Well, mushroom season is starting and we have seen several types. It is very tempting to pick up a few of them and prepare some food, but I don't recommend you doing this if, like us, you cannot differentiate between good and bad ones. Well, I believe this area is called Piedras Negras or Black Stones, and what that means to me is that very soon it will be mostly downhill.
Well, we just arrived to the first fountain in the path. We are going to have a rest have a well-deserved lunch, and then continue the journey. I believe there are 3 fountains in total, and from this point to the end of the route will be around 3 kilometers roughly, so we are not too far.
Well, this is what I mean when I say that perhaps it's better to do the route in the opposite direction to the one we followed. And the reason for that is because the views you get, in my case, in my back, you see Picos de Europa. If you do the route in the opposite direction, this is the view that you will get most of the time. There are 2 minor difficulties with this. The first one is that you get to the fountains first, and also it's going to be mostly uphill, but I think that even so it will worth it.
Well, we reached the 3rd fountain of the path, so that means that we are very close to the end of the journey. We have 2 small villages to pass through, but that's around, I'd say, 1 to 2 kilometers, not a lot.
Well, this is Tanario, and here you have to be a little bit careful to avoid getting lost. Basically, what you are aiming for is to go to the lower part of the village where there is a 4th fountain that we didn't know about, and that way you will find the path to continue towards the village of Redo, or Redo, R-E-D-O. Well, I hope you enjoyed the hike with us and you get a glimpse of what you are going to view if you decide to do this route. Also, subscribe if you like the content. It helps the channel to keep going and alerts you every time I post a new video. Finally, I hope life is giving you plenty of reasons to smile, and if it doesn't, keep fighting as it is a matter of time. Hope you have a great day and see you in the next one.